Now, allow me a few minutes to do what I have promised to the people, that every meeting dito sa pag-uusap natin sa taong bayan, that I will read the persons who are now under quasi-judicial or judicial scrutiny. Sa Bureau of Customs, dismissed from the service na to, tinanggal na. Lumuntod si Macabando, grave misconduct. He was fired by the Ombudsman. Engineer Ramon Hernandez, gross neglect of duty, grave misconduct. He was dismissed by the Ombudsman. Raymond Cabigon, gross neglect of duty, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service, dismissed by the Ombudsman. Hale Sinen Camille, gross misconduct of duty, grave misconduct, dishonesty. Pati kasali dito si Raymond Cabigon, to him, pareho sila, dismissed from the service. Vincent Butch Cambua, grave misconduct, dismissed by the Ombudsman. Vincent Butch, Attorney Lycio Martinez, gross neglect of duty, grave misconduct, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service, fired by the Ombudsman. Filomeno Salazar, gross neglect of duty, grave misconduct, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service, dismissed by the Ombudsman. Vicente Torres, gross neglect of duty, grave misconduct, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service, dismissed by the Ombudsman. Meron na ho karami ang in addition yung nauna na nawala, naunahan sila. Ito ang ano sa dismissed by the Ombudsman. Renly Tinana, grave misconduct, conduct grossly prejudicial to the service, fired by the Ombudsman. J.B. Raul U. Cometa, gross misconduct of duty, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service, fired or being investigated by the Ombudsman. Agnes Fabian, Bureau of Customs, with a firm decision from DOF, dishonesty, dismissed from the service. Alan Pagkalinawan, grave misconduct, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service, the decision by the Customs was affirmed by the Secretary of Finance. Ramon Aquilan, grave misconduct sa BOC, dismissed from the service. Lahat pa na to. Aristotle Tumala, grave misconduct. Itong iba, I think they are either dismissed or still being investigated. Pero basahin ko na lang. Jennifer Lagman, grave misconduct, investigated by the Ombudsman. Wala na to. Tomas Alcid, grave misconduct, Ombudsman. Fahad Rashid Lukman, serious dishonesty, falsification of documents, pending ata ito sa Civil Service Commission. or already dismissed. Suspended from service as penalty, Dante Baliva, grave misconduct, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service. Sa facing charges sa Bureau of Customs. Maria Rosario Acosta, neglect of duty, still with the adjudicating body sa Bureau of Customs. Nobel Carandang, gross neglect of duty with the Bureau of Customs. Dolores Domingo, investigated by the Ombudsman. Wala naman siguro. As of today, ganon ang meron dito. Preventive suspension. PhilHealth, Jovita Aragona, grave misconduct, serious dishonesty, conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service, being investigated by the Ombudsman. Calixto Gabuya Jr., same, PhilHealth, being investigated by the Ombudsman. We can expect shortly the decision of these cases. Next week, we are still investigating DPWH. Ang DPWH, ang pinaka-racket dyan is yung ghost project. So walang delivery, ghost project. Marami yan. Karamihan yan, it's the regional director. Ipapalabas nila na may project ito, but wala. So the best way is to conduct an audit of those projects to determine if they are ghost projects or not. And I think they are plenty. And I dare say that ang pinakamarami siguro matanggal would be from DPWH. I really intend to clean government. At least kung hindi ko kaya, maminus-minusan ang kurakot sa gobyerno. Yan na lang ang konsuelo ng tao na mahuli at mapreso. But most of this, yung misconduct, actually, that's the administrative term. Pero kung sa tignan mo yan ang mga crime nila in the penal side, mga falsification yan, malversation. But dito sa limited kasi ang ground, pero just the same. Pag gross dishonesty, ganon yan. That's embezzlement. Ang pinakamarami, itong road right of way na hanggang ngayon, aywan ko kung ano nangyari. This was this scandal in somewhere in Cotabato. I remember it, but I am remembering it now. Tignan ko kung tanungin ko ang DPWH kung ano ang nangyari doon. Or I will have it re-investigated. Tapos yung sa itong mga karamihan ghost projects. Yan ang ano dyan. Yung iba naman, kagaya ng public works na nakita ninyo, yung kubeta na walang cover na puro nakahilira lang yung bowl ni Duro. Walang division, wala lahat. Yung mga putang yan ang klaseng trabaho. So yung ganon, balikan ko yon. I'd like to remind anybody sa DPWH who has had a participation there, being an investigator or connected with the construction, you better you report to me. Tanungin ko kayo kung paano ako magdumi kung ganito na para kaming classmate, seatmate kami ng tangin. Kalukuhan, kabastusan talaga. I'm sure, government will not allow that kind of project. No engineering in his department, engineering department, or the engineers themselves would be too crazy to do that. Yan ang mga project na siyaw-siyaw. Yung partial delivery or yung halos yan, ibigay sa iyo yung project na ganun. For the longest time, wala masyadong investigation dyan. Pero kayong may kasalanan dyan sa mga ganun, I advise you to resign now. Resign now. Kasi pagdating ng panahon, I will throw the book at you, even the kitchen sink, tsaka makita ninyo, you will be prosecuted administratively and criminally at walang patawaran dito. This is not the time for condonation or being basta yung pera ng tao. Ang ibang kasalanan, okay lang. Pero itong mga ghost project, mga project na wala dyan, mga karamihan yan, yung mga health centers, wala yan. At tip lang yan. Kung yan ang ginawa ninyo, that's short-changing government. You will go to jail for that. I have 2 years to do it. And about 6 months to file all the charges. I'm sure that ang Sandigan Bayan would be kept busy hearing the cases. Yan ang ano ko sa inyo. Talagang walang galit ako sa inyo. Kayong na-dismiss, bagay lang. You should not anybody's fault but yours for committing graft and corruption. So with that, I'd like to bid good night, goodbye. See you next week. Mga kababayan ko, yun yung para sa araw na to. Baka hindi ninyo nakuha, ha? Isang tao lang ang mag-ano nito. But of course, merong task force. He has to consult the task force. And maybe the task force will review. But, sabi ko sa inyo, do not delay it. Do not sit on it. Itong mga papel na to. When it is given to you for review, review it in one night. Huwag kung hindi ka na matulog, problema mo yan. Submit it a day or 2 days after. Do not delay those paperwork. Even hindi sa takbo ng papel from the lowest papuntang secretary. Do not delay. You're only given days. I do not believe in hindi mo matapos ng 2-3 araw. Di wala kang ginawa. I mean, you're not doing nothing. You're just asked to comment or to give your advice. Do not go into other things which are not delegated to you.